Fine. You doing good?
Yeah. Great.
I miss Uganda. I haven't been back since 5 years or 4 years now. It's something that I miss a lot.
When it's time, here's how you can start the call.
So how are you? Can you give me your names?
Yeah, we can get you clearly here.
Who is Cyprian? Raise your hand for me to see who is saying what. Who?
Okay.
Yes?
I am Miriam.
Miriam. And you?
I'm Colin.
And you behind?
Ahmed.
Ahmed. So how many of you are there?
Yeah, 3.
You only 3?
Yeah.
I want more. So tell me, have you all been to school, and what's the grade are you in, or what diploma do you get? Starting with the girl first, women first.
Yeah, I've been through school. Actually, I've been through the mainstream education in system in Uganda, up to university, from nursery up to university, and I did communication for development. Yeah.
You?
Colin now. I went to school. I completed my university degree last year. I did a Bachelor of Arts in Social Sciences, and I majored in Gender and Development.
Okay.
Okay.
Ahmed?
Yeah, me. Right? Yeah, I've also gone through all the levels of education in Uganda. I'm a graduate. I did a bachelor's in social science. I majored in gender and development, and particularly social development issues.
Okay.
Actually, that's where my profession is.
All right. So, with all those achievements you have now, how do you see yourself playing a role in your country with your diplomas? Girl, you first, girl.
Okay. Yeah, ladies first.
Yes, always.
Anyway, as a young lady, or a young woman who has gone through the mainstream education, I think I should work as a role model, because really getting through the mainstream education in Uganda, or even in Africa overall, as a lady or as a girl, is not that simple.
I know that.
So I really, So I really want to come out very clearly, and I be, for example, a model to whoever is still going through the system, for them to understand that if it takes certain determination as a virtue for you to really succeed.
Absolutely. So you want to work in the education field, or you want to be a counseling, or what do you really want to do? Because as you said, it takes determination to complete what you 3 have completed. But how do that translate in emulating other young girls, other young boys to stay in school, and for our brains to stay in Africa and help Africa develop? How do you see that? Because that's the problem we're having. Most of the educated people in Africa, they leave the country, and we need nurses, we need doctors, we need engineers, we need so many brains to stay in Africa, that as a person living abroad and trying to do the best I can for my continent from where I am, I count on people like you to be the relay of what I'm trying to do here, and give you as an example to people that say, okay, the people that are educated in Africa, the youth of Africa, what are they really achieving? That's what I want to see. I want you guys to help me determine and define what we can do together to change the tide and to change Africa deeply, starting with Uganda, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, about that, there are quite a number of issues. Behind that kind of move, because why I'm saying that is that what is happening in Africa, or in Uganda in particular, is a collection of very many factors. First of all, culture has a contribution to that. Secondly, the leadership, I'm talking about the governance systems, have also a contribution to it. Then the other is the way the setting in Africa also has, has a contribution to that. So as a young lady, my contribution can be, or my contribution can be in such a way that I, first of all, work in solidarity with whoever is going to be, with whoever has put up initiatives for the betterment of the education system, because there are also issues of quality in the education system, whereby yes, we go through the mainstream education, but for Uganda in particular, you'll find that the education we get at the end of the day doesn't. When you come out of the system, you may not be able to compete in the global market, for example, or even at the national level. So first of all, in solidarity, I would work with whoever is a part of is contributing to the education system. Secondly, I would go ahead and mobilize like-minded youths, young ladies, to appreciate the issue of realizing the issue of education as a human right, whereby if it's a right, they have a right to quality education. And for that reason, they shouldn't really, they can't sit back and wait for anybody to get that to them. As a right, there has to be duties for them to get up and fight for their rights. So that is when the issue of quality, demanding for quality education really comes in, and also the numbers, because we have the UPE system at the moment, but the enrollment is really biased to the girl child. So really, the issue of advocating for education as a right, first of all, and also education and quality education would be exactly what I will really preach about.
We definitely need that. We need somebody to advocate for the quality of education and girls' education, and also to really campaign and advocate with the parents and show them the benefits of education. And because we need women highly educated in Africa to be partners with the men highly educated to change our society deeply. It's not only men alone that can do it. They cannot do it alone. They need educated, highly educated women to play their parts. It's just like, it's so huge. Africa is a huge continent, and we cannot only count only on men to do this. And I'm glad that you talked about it, because that's one of the things that I focus on as a woman, African woman, because education has brought me far away to the point where I am today. If I was not educated, I won't be able to achieve what I have been achieving, and I won't be able to give back to my continent. So that is something that our people, we have to understand in Africa, that education is the key to put an end to poverty. Being poor, there's no glamour in it. And if we do not, African ourselves, do what we have to do despite our government to change our lives, nothing's going to happen. Now, I would like to ask the two men with you, because both of them they graduate with gender issues. So why do you choose to study gender and social? Because you know that there's a problem about gender inequality in Africa, and how you men in Africa can help reduce the gender gap.
Okay. Yeah, mine is a personal story. I was born and raised by a single woman. She's my father died when I was only 2 years old, so my mother struggled to see me through school, and in all my life I value women as a man. I know that they can do more than the world expects them to do. So I saw my mother struggling to take me up to school, up to university. It was not easy, coming from a single mother's family with a big family of 4 boys to raise us alone, trying to pay all my school fees, to feed me, take me through school. So though we're actually in my class, the gender class, we're only like 5 boys in a class of over 120 girls. It was so unique sitting in such a class. And I always valued ladies and women, so that's why I took it up.
Okay, Hamed.
Take the course. Yeah. Right, thank you so much. I think my story may, in one or the other, be similar to